Behind me are two vehicles, both of which I own and both of which I bought from an auction, the same auction as it may be. In any case, I have been around auctions my entire life, so I'm a little bit biased when it comes to auctions. Starting as a young boy, I would go with my uncle, who was an auctioneer, to auctions in Peachland, North Carolina, an amazing place if you've never been there. And he would sell things, typically agricultural equipment. Both of these vehicles came from an auction that my mother is now part of. So why is it so much better, in my opinion, to go to an auction as opposed to, say, Facebook Marketplace? Well, the biggest for me and the most important with the auctions, you get what you get. It's already there. No one's going to ghost you. You don't have to communicate with anyone. You don't have to rate anyone's stars. All you have to do is show up with your number. Once you show up with your number, you can bid on anything that you see. Now, along with auctions comes with no information. I didn't know anything about either one of these vehicles before I bought them. Could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. In my opinion, people on Facebook can lie to you. Let's say that the AC didn't work in this car. Let's say it didn't even have AC to begin with. Well, I could ask the seller, does it have AC? Yes, and it works great. Well, I buy the car, summertime hits, it doesn't even have AC. Ooh, I wish I'd have known that beforehand. With an auction, you yourself have to do all of your homework. You have to look at all the pictures or look at the car in person. Look at how well things look to have been taken care of. Look at the tires, look at the body work. Look at certain things that show wear and tear on certain vehicles. Then you yourself, after you have done all of your homework, make the choice. Am I going to bid on this car? Am I going to let this car go? That's always up to you. I prefer that better. I'm relying on me. I'm not hearing anyone else's truth or not truth. And I myself have done all of my homework, and I am going to be the one bidding on these vehicles, not anyone else. That again plays into another advantage that I see, the act of the bid. I don't know what it is, maybe it's me, maybe other people are in this as well. Bidding is fun. If you've never done it, I suggest you watch it before you get into it, but bidding is fun. I can see why people used to make shows about it, because it is interesting. And if you got something somebody wants and you want it as well, you're going to bid. You're going to drive that price on up high. You got to figure out when to stop. Once you figure out when to stop, you get a little bit better at it. It's kind of like gambling in a way, almost. I stinking love the bidding process. Chances are, if you yourself have bought a used car from a used car place, it came from an auction. And they know just as much about it as you do. So these are, in my opinion, the reasons why you do want to buy auction vehicles like I have done. Auction vehicles can be reliable. This one's been daily driven for 2 years. Would I have bought it if I'd have known how hard it is to work on? Maybe, maybe not. That thing's a pain in the butt to work on. But I still bought it, still daily drove it for 2 years. It's been a great vehicle. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. But it's the same way for used vehicles. Now, there are bad things when it comes to auctions. Typically you cannot get in the cars, you cannot drive the cars, you cannot run codes, you don't know codes. Sometimes the window will say check engine light is on, but it won't say what it is for. A lot of times you don't know. A lot of times you don't have no clue of any history on this thing. And that again plays into the do your homework first. You do your homework, go knowing what you want. Say, hey, I want a Chevrolet Camaro this year. I heard this auction has one. Do your homework first. Then hopefully you get yourself a good car. As I said, I am very biased when it comes to auctions. There are plenty of bad things about auctions. If you don't have the money up front, they're going to take the car back and will possibly fine you for not having the money up front. Yeah, that's not good. Don't overbid. But with the good comes the bad, and I prefer auctions 10 times more than stinking Facebook Marketplace or any other car sales website. that's not necessarily a dealer. If you're yourself looking to get into buying an auction vehicle, go to one first. See how the process goes with buying a car at the auction. See how the auction runs. Be sure it's something you want to be part of, because there's a good chance that it may not be your cup of tea. You may like the one-on-one atmosphere, the haggling down, whatever it may be. But if you're not all into that and you think you might like you some hold it up, hold your number up, 1,500 here, 2,000 there, get yourself into an auction. In my opinion, it's a lot of fun. I just love just the atmosphere of it. In my opinion, it's a great place to be. Hope it helps. Thank you much.